Well, you have a product now.
I do.
We check it out?
Yeah, so I have, and I think not just for fans and consumers, but also for other artists. What this is a tap to play content fan card, right? And so if, people of our age, Vlad, we're used to tangible products, right?
Mm-hmm.
Things that we can touch and feel.
Right.
So we used to buy the CDs and the albums, take the wrapper off, look at the art, turn it over, look at the credits and see who did what. So this is taking you back to that. So what this is it's the size of a credit card, right? You tap it to your phone and it opens up a standalone platform that has any content that you would want to have on the platform. So on this particular project, I have 10 new songs featuring Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, Big Hutch from Above the Law, Raz Kaz, Guap Dad 4000, a bunch of producers on there, somebody else I'm not thinking of. But music, but then I also give you some audio visual or video content that sort of brings you through the history of Digital Underground. For instance, I have an animated Tupac story on here. I tell the story of how the Humpty Dance wasn't supposed to be made. And I played the song that we replaced because we couldn't get it cleared. I have freestyles with me and Shock freestyling at clubs in Europe before the Humpty Dance when we didn't have a long enough show. So that's why it's called Analog Wishes, Digital Dreams. The Analog Wishes is when we started out, everything was analog and we had aspiration and wishes. We wished that we could be on the same level as our hip hop heroes. The Digital Dreams is we are Digital Underground. We came through a digital age and our dreams did come true. So I'm giving you 10 new songs with 5 videos sharing the history of how we got where we are. On top of that, if you have the card, it acts as sort of like a membership card. So if you have the card, it gives you discounts to merchandise. It allows you, if you come to our shows, different meet and greet opportunities. I might invite you to a group meeting where you help me pick out my next single that I would share on the platform before it's shared anywhere else. Now, mind you, a lot of this content is exclusive to this card. It will never be on a DSP or anywhere else. You can only get it if you have the card. Now, I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, I have a QR code or I can just get this. No, each time you tap this to your phone, it creates a unique URL, so you can't share it. I can tap it to your phone, it'll open up, but as soon as I leave, if you close and try to open it again, it'll ask you to sign up, get your own card or whatever.
Okay.
Now, and for artists, this is what we need, like direct to our supporters. It's a way that we, it's A to B, peer to peer, like I'm giving it right to you. But as an artist, you collect all the data, right? Everything that YouTube and Spotify and all that. Now you have all of the IP addresses. You can collect the phone numbers, all the information that now I have a collection of information of I'm going to Kansas City. I got something that I'm selling from the DU merch website specifically for women. I can send out a message directly to all the women in Kansas City that I think might be interested in my thing. So the project's called Analog Wishes, Digital Dreams. It's a tap to play content fan card. Artists, if you're interested, holler at me at MoneyB69. And if you want to enjoy the content from this card, you can get it at the Digital Underground merch website, which is dumerch.com. Plus pick up a hoodie.
That's what it is.
Hey man, that's how we do it.
Money B, man, you're a legend. I've said this.
Wait, and I'm gonna say this one more time. Again. I mentioned that you can get it at our shows. Yes, Digital Underground is still performing alive and well.
Okay, DJ Fuse still DJ?
DJ Fuse actually went back to school to get his master's.
Huh.
But, depending on the day and his availability, he may be DJing with us or he may be DJing with Numbskull with the Loonies in Europe. So
he's
DJ
part
Fuse
of that crew
does
too.
his thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like we're all family, right? the Loonies, Razzcast. I consider them part of the Digital Underground collective. And then you still got Mystic, Essential. Like, we're all still crew. And rest in peace, Saphir, because he's not here with us.
Oh, yeah.
To
He
enjoy.
passed away since our last interview?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, and we have to, just like we remember Shock G, we have to remember Saphir.
Yeah, man. I interviewed the Hughes Brothers.
Yep.
Separately, because
Yeah, I was supposed to be in that
they
movie.
don't get along anymore. But yeah, Saphir had a really kind of key role in Menace.
Yeah, he was Cousin Harold
Cousin
in
Harold.
Menace.
Yeah.
He was in it.
I ain't going out like no bitch.
Pooh Man was in it.
Yep, Too Short.
Too Short, 8. So I was supposed to be in it because, in essence, me and Fuse, Raw Fusion, Throw Your Hands in the Air was the very first project that they ever did. So we kind of introduced the Hughes Brothers into the game. We had which I still have, the VHS of their college demo. They were going to USC Film School, and they had a short called The Drive-By, and one was called The Menace, in black and white.
Oh yeah, we talked about this.
He went Alberts at LACC Film School in 1990, 91. The assignment was, I want you guys to take a Super 8 camera and shoot a chase sequence. And my brother was like, how about I do a film about a guy that goes to the ready teller and he's leaving the ready teller and some gangbanger just gets him in the alley and beats the shit out of him. And we did like the Raging Bull, blood effects, and this, that, and the other. This is the first time we got our hands on film. And then I wouldn't let the guy, I was the victim, I played the victim, and then it turns into this incredible chase sequence.
Yeah, so through that, they did 2 of our videos. They met Tupac, and then they ended up doing Brenda's Got a Baby. And from there, they offered Pac the movie.
Right.
He turned it down.
Well, no, he didn't turn it down.
What happened?
I heard this story from different angles,
Sure.
right? From the Hughes Brothers as well as from MC8 and so forth, and Tyrone Turner. I guess Pac was somewhat late, and he wanted to change the script for his character. He wanted
that's right.
more
Yeah,
of
he wanted to be more.
He wanted more of a backstory, why he's Muslim.
Yeah.
More scenes, more dialogue, but the script at that point was frozen, so he got into it
Right.
with one of the Hughes brothers. I think they got into a big argument, and he was like, fuck this movie, and walked out.
I had totally forgot that Tupac had a problem. He started having a problem. He didn't initially have a problem, but then it became, hey, if I'm going to play this nonviolent character, you guys have to show how I got there.
Right. And then all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
But I was only mentioning it to say that
Right, at the
I
music
should have
video.
I should have been in that movie, Alan.
Well, thank your homie Tupac for that. I mean, he's the one that messed it up for
probably
you.
so. He probably, but
He messed it
but
up for
Saphir
you.
was in it,
That's true. Yeah.
But I have other theories. That'll be the next interview.
In fact, we talked about this in our interview. Eazy-E and MC Ren were supposed to be in it.
Okay.
Yeah, they were supposed to be the 2 main characters.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Eazy didn't want to do it, and MC Ren, I think, was doing kind of like the Muslim thing or something. Like something changed, and next thing you know, they got the 2 guys that really hit it out the park.
There was a lot of changes. Eazy-E was supposed to be O-Dog,
That's right.
and that didn't work out.
That's right.
MC Ren was supposed to play AWACS.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people didn't
I
know
was
that.
brokenhearted when we didn't get him. Except for when 8 showed up, I was like, oh, this is MC8 turned that out.
So that's interesting. You were supposed to be in it, though.
Not like he told me, but I felt like I was kind of responsible for all that shit hooking up. Like he should have at least gave me a cameo.
A cameo. I feel you.
You know what I mean? I talked to him about it.
Okay. That's what it is, man. Until next time. Peace.